where do you have the AFC South? Where do you got these four teams in AFC South ranked right now?
Oh, it's simple. It's Colts, Titans. Sorry, the top two are simple.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
Jacksonville, Houston.
Yeah.
Even if Deshaun Watson plays week 1 for Houston, it is a mess there right now. And it's Jacksonville, Houston. Houston's going to come dead last this year.
Connor?
I actually have it the same reasons. I think that this division has the potential to be very, very good very soon. Houston obviously has Deshaun Watson, so if they ever figure it out, that's going to be a scary team to play in the future. Jacksonville made a bunch of aggressive moves this offseason. They have a new coach. They drafted Trevor Lawrence. I think they're going to be very good in the next couple of years. It's just not going to happen this season, though. This year, it's clearly a two-way race between the Colts and the Titans. I think the Colts are going to be number 1. Titans are going to be number 2. And then from there, yeah, a couple of years from now, it's going to be a totally different story. But right now, it's just two teams.
It's not even a race. The Titans already declined last year. And if any of you guys watched Lawrence and I when we were on Sportscaster, I talked about it a lot. The Titans were a Cinderella team 2 years ago. They overperformed what they were. They looked a little bit, they declined last year. Yeah, they had the COVID problems and they kept practicing, whatever. The pieces they lost, they didn't replace. I don't care what anybody says. They didn't replace the pieces they lost. It's not even a race. If the Colts aren't in first, it's your fault. Like not Lawrence's fault, but it's the Colts' fault. They're not in first. Not that anybody else outperformed them.
All right. So we got that. Who do you guys having tops on the AFC East?
Tops in the AFC East. For me, it's right now it's Buffalo number 1. I mean, they're the best team in the division right now. I've actually popped Miami above us, the Patriots as well. I got the Patriots in 3rd, and I got the Jets in 4th. Now Connor's going to tell you why I'm wrong, and he's going to give you his delusional take on why the Patriots are so good in the East.
Yeah, I mean, I still have to give it to the Bills as of right now. I think the Bills are the best team. I'm going to put the Patriots at 2nd. Miami needs to take that step forward. I mean, from what we've seen out of Tua, he hasn't looked great. It's really on him. If he takes a step forward, it's going to be a lot closer for them. If he takes a step backwards, they're not really going to be a threat. And then I think the Jets are going to be a good team in the future. It's just not going to be this season. I think they're more around where like Jacksonville is. They're a team that's probably going to be on the rise, but 2021 is not going to be that year. I still think they're going to be like a 5-win team. So I'm going to say the Bills, the Patriots, the Dolphins, and then the Jets.
I will tell you one thing, though. The South is going to be good in a little while, but the AFC East in the next 2 years, I believe, in at least my opinion, is going to be the best division in football. If those 4 quarterbacks all pan out, like if they all turn out to what we think they should be, I think it's going to be the best division in football. It won't, because every other team's always going to have that team. Houston's going to be bad for a long time. Pittsburgh's about to drop off. Trust me, Pittsburgh's about to drop off. And there's always, every team's got a bad team. The Patriots or the AFC East has an opportunity in the next 2 years, not this year, maybe not even next year, but in the next couple of years, to have 4 very strong teams battling it out. Very similar to what maybe the North could look like this year, with all 4 teams possibly being playoff teams.
Speaking of the North, where do you got those ranked?
So I got Cleveland, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Cincy, because I think Cincy's still an offensive line away from being a really serious contender, but they're going to be a pain in the ass this year. They're not going to be an easy team to get around.
My ranking's exactly like Ray's. That's kind of odd. Connor?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it seems like Cleveland's going to continue to rise, and obviously they looked fantastic last season, blew Pittsburgh out in the first round of the playoffs. I think it's going to be close. I think Pittsburgh's going to digress as well. I think they're still going to have a pretty good defense, but I think for me, it's going to go the Browns, the Ravens, the Steelers. And I mean, I think that there's an opportunity if things play out right, all 3 of those teams make the playoffs. And then I see the Bengals in the same light as I've just described Jacksonville and the Jets. I think they're going to be a very good team in the near future. I think Joe Burrows is the real deal, but they still have a lot of other areas they need to improve at before I think they become a real contender.
I want to throw out something real crazy at you guys, though. And I don't even think Connor and I have discussed this. This is going to be new to him, too. So this is exclusive for your channel, Lawrence.
Nice.
I think that Cleveland is going to be the best team in the AFC this year.
Wow.
I really do. After the moves that they made this offseason,
Yeah.
OBJ coming back,
Right.
Baker showing last year that he could do things. They should have beat the Chiefs, when just a stupid fumble. I think they're going to be, to me, the Browns are going to be, they're finally the Browns that I've been saying, Lawrence, that I've been telling you, this is how good this Browns team is. I think they're finally there, and I think they're going to be the best team in the AFC this year. Over the Chiefs and over the Bills. And I know that there's people going nuts right now.
Yeah.
I don't give an F. If this was my channel, I'd be dropping F-bombs. I don't give an F what you think. That's my opinion. Cleveland is an old school team with a new style twist, and I think it's going to be a tough team to beat, man. It's going to be a very tough team to beat.
Cleveland has been slowly over the last 4 years building a very, very good team, solid all the way
around. Yeah,
I'm not going to disagree with you on that. Now, are they better than the Chiefs? Are they better than the Bills? I don't know. I got them ranked right there with those two teams. And speaking of the Chiefs, Bills. Chiefs in AFC West, where you got the rankings there?
Connor, you want to go first?
Yeah, for me, I mean, that's an easy one. I have the Chiefs as number one still. I don't think they're going to digress that much. They've got a better offensive line. They still have Patrick Mahomes. They still have Andy Reid. They still have Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. They're going to be the team to beat in the AFC. So I think they'll be fine there in the West. I think from there, the Raiders are also going to be pretty good. Although the Raiders, I feel like, always mull around that 9-7, 10-6 mark where they borderline the playoffs. From there, I'm going to go the Chargers. I think Herbert's going to compete this year. I think the Chargers are going to be pretty good. And I actually think the Broncos are going to be, kind of the bottom barrel of the league.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not too high on the Broncos.
I think the Broncos took a dive last year because of injuries and stuff.
They struggled last year.
A lot of issues with that. But Ray, your opinion on the West?
Chiefs number one, obviously, and not even close in that division. Like, that's one of those divisions not even close. I'm gonna maybe shock the world again, but I actually got the Broncos number two in that division, especially if Drew Lock or Teddy Bridgewater can compete. That's a good team. When you look at their offensive players they have, I love Noah Fant. He's a guy that I think gets forgotten about a lot. Their defense is going to be phenomenal. They still have a run game. I got the Broncos number two. I've got the Raiders number three, and I got the Chargers at number four, possibly fighting for number three, because I still think they're trying to find an identity, but I think that Herbert's going to improve off of last year and keep proving Lawrence wrong over and over again, because I don't get much wrong. I don't get much over Lawrence, but I got Justin Herbert over Lawrence, and I'll never let him forget that as long as him and I are speaking.
For 1 year, he's exceeded
Hall of
my
Famer.
expectations.
He's a Hall of Famer.
So
he's a Hall of Famer. He's first ballot Hall of Famer.
Okay. All right. So we got the Chiefs. We got the Browns. I think that was all the way around, right? And Bills and Colts. So all three of us agree on all four division leaders, which is surprising to me, honestly, because there are some very good teams out there in the AFC. Make sure to check out the Colts Law merch shop. The link is in the description of this video. There are a ton of high quality, reasonably priced items there that you can choose from. And all you got to do is just click one button and you can go and check out all these great merchandise items. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please take a moment, smash that like button, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you're notified next time I go live or upload a video. I go live once a week, at least 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday. And I upload videos all the time for the entire NFL. So please, give me a follow, smash that like button, and until next time, have a good one.
Just because a player's not a household name doesn't mean we can't make him a household name.